Precious memories. There's another part of the old country church that I enjoyed so much that we don't really get to celebrate quite as much anymore is the old homemade church pews now. Here in the studio tonight, we've got some makeshift benches, as my dear friend Clark Dawson would call them, some benches. These are assembled and stacked up for us. But the old country church pew was something all its own. These were built by people that specialized in chicken coops. It really doesn't do much good to specialize in homemade church pews because they're not going to build many in your vicinity in your lifetime. So you don't need a lot. Pews were anywhere from 12 to 14 feet long. Usually they had a solid end piece and a solid center piece. Then there was a section cut into that for the seat bottom and a section cut up the back for the back support. And the seat and the back were made out of very flexible, occasional 1x2s. And between the 1x2s, you're on your own. I mean, you sat down and got up easy on those things. You know, you snag your nits or something. You know, it's kind of weird. Now, anytime you're sitting on those old homemade church pews, you really had to kind of keep your eye open at all times, because let's say you might be sitting across the center divider of that old homemade church pew from the church heavy lady, Miss Hawkins. She's a dear woman. She used 2 fans every service, you know. But Miss Hawkins was a dear old lady, and she was one of those people who couldn't, well, she couldn't cross her legs, okay? She just crossed her ankles. And kind of laid them right out in front of her, ka-thump, right out on the floor. And would sort of slide out on the edge of the pew and fan with 2 fans, you know, bless her heart. Couldn't get her hose all the way up, just stopped under the kneecap. Looked like she's smuggling sausage, you know what I mean? Always loved it. I always wondered what pantyhose have done to those kind of ladies, you know. That's back when you bought hose one leg at a time, and now you go on to group rate or you don't get them at all. Just wondered if they roll those under the knee, they have to hobble to walk, you know. Kind of strange. But you always kept your eye on the church heavy lady, Miss Hawkins, if she's sitting on your pew. And the reason for that, she kind of took up the other half with her 2 little children, you know. And you watch her all the time, kind of keep one eye peeled over there, because sooner or later she's going to shift her weight to the other side of herself. And you got to be ready, because when she moves, your end of the pew's fixing to go, woo, you know. That is absolutely true.